Ladies and gentlemen, I have made a mistake. I know it is shocking to hear. The god of anime, Brandon, has made a mistake. Say it ain't so. If you can't be trusted, is there any hope in this world? And I understand, but I am a man of the people. I am man enough to admit when I made a mistake. And the mistake is a lie. A lie I've been having for over a decade now. See, back in 2015, an anime aired. And at the time, I said to myself, I don't want to watch that. It's not good. I had friends who swore by this show that it was fan-fucking-tastic. And every time I told them no. Blockade Battlefront is not for me. And I may only be roughly halfway through the first season right now. But I've already seen the light. To be honest, I saw the light after the first episode. I said, damn. If I could do a little Steins Gate time travel, I'd kick myself in the nuts for this goddamn atrocity. Just let it be known, I'm not the only one who caused this bullshit to happen. What do you mean, an average 7.59? Now, that's not a bad score. But I'll be honest, a bare minimum 8.59. What are we doing here, my anime list? This is insane. Listen, if I had the pull some of these goddamn AniTubers had, we'd be... You know how everyone talks about, like, oh my god, they're review bombing. I wish I had the influence to do the opposite. Review hyping up. I don't know. If anyone still has a god-awful My Anime List account, go give this shit a 10 out of 10, even if you haven't watched it, please and thank you. But anyway, this is a show that is fucking wild. Like, just the most insane shit I've seen in some time. You got bodily horror. You got depressing, intense imagery. You also got comedy gold, because what do you mean my main character is kidnapped and is getting stomped on because this psycho bitch's lover wants nothing to do with her. The main character has some special eyes. Can see things that other people can't. Makes him very special, of course. You know, you want your main character to be important in the grand picture of a show like this. But imagine a very normal, modern-looking world, more often than not, but if monsters and craziness were just naturally incorporated into it. As you're going to your dead-end office job, you could look to the right and you'll see the Hellmobile 10,000 riding next to you. The crazy thing, though, is the way they confirm things that you wouldn't normally see. So, I'm still relatively early into this show, by all counts. And by the end of episode 5, it's one of those destructions that you say, oh man, like that's gotta be thousands of deaths. But here's the thing, most of the time these shows would just play it off, like, you know, the Hulk throwing cars into buildings, surely no one died, right? No, they'll deadass confirm a lot of people died. And then we'll move on with our day. It's kind of savage. You do have to wonder in worlds like these, though, at least I know I do insurance companies even exist? How would an insurance company even justify covering anyone in a town where this type of shit happens when you're going to get the newspaper? Fuck that. Like, I'm not even joking. You have, like, this Venom-looking character who punches this piece of metal away. And I'm so used to this, right? I'm so used to a show where, oh my god, look at all that shrapnel raining down, all the innocent people. Usually it's like, it's fine. Nothing happened. Surprisingly, everything's fine. I am honestly trying to remember the last time I've seen something where you had this level of destruction, hundreds of millions of pieces of scrap metal raining down on the street, right? And they just deadass have no issue saying, oh yeah, there was hundreds of thousands of casualties. This show's fucking wild. And you may be saying, what even is the premise of this show? And I'll be honest, I'm still early enough that I'm still trying to figure that out. But from what I've seen, I've actually really fucked with it. Because basically, the premise of the world is that some odd years ago, a doorway to the other side opened up. The other side being all the crazy alien bullshittery, right? Often when I watch the show, it kind of reminds me of Men in Black, but if rather than the Men in Black stuff being kind of hidden to anyone not Men in Black, essentially it was just a part of the world and everyone knew. So the idea that you have a group, including our main character and his boss that looks like a cross between Wolverine and Beast from X-Men, basically try to keep law and order going, and when crazy shit happens, they get involved. You also have a character like this on the right here. Personally, I decided I wanted you to look at this man's crotch just because I think it's funny, but it also represents a good, these two characters that I need. His ability is he's so good luck that everyone else's luck is shit. And yes, we've seen similar things but not like, I can assure you, you've never seen it quite done like him. And I don't want to spoil you too much, but holy fuck, his destruction is insane. But just the way that you can look at a scene, and sometimes you'll just see perfectly normal, like, oh, this looks like a Japan or something, then you just like, oh yeah, look at all the fucking months. Like, the number of things that I can tell that they would be able to explore. You'd have discrimination stories, you have the racism stories, you have the terrorist stories. Like, there's so many varieties that you can have with a world that's still fairly recent to this being merged, but also just having the time of their life with the amount of bullshittery. I'm really enjoying this show, and I'm trying to remember why I didn't want to watch it back in the day, because this aired in 2015, right? And everything that I've seen about this show and its energy is exactly what I love in modern day. And I think, if my memory serves, at the time of it airing, I believed it didn't have an audience for my channel, and everything, and I was a little more limited on what I could watch at the time. And to me, there was other things that were more interesting at face value. Granted, my tastes in anime have changed slightly over time, but not to the degree that, like, oh my god, I despise sports series and now I love sports series, right? It wasn't that much of a gap. But I honestly don't know, because it was crazy, because friends that aren't, like, super into anime the same degree I am swore by this show. And I didn't listen to them. Why? I don't fucking know. I'm an idiot. It happens, okay? Either way, my point is Blockade Battlefront already has me saying, where is that season 3? Why did it only get 2 seasons? That's some bullshit. But if you're like me, you like worlds that are fascinating, that don't play by the standard anime rules, that just casually have Yu-Gi-Oh! Shadow Game level duelist bullshit with chess matches, you heard me right. That actually happened at, like, the second or third episode. But characters that are fun, that are overly anime, insane personalities, and to be honest, everyone feels like you could have them lead an episode and you'd be happy. Blockade Battlefront is a show for you. I'm fucking loving it. We cover it every week over on my Patreon. Full live reactions are going to be living over there for a good while. You want to follow along? Let me know. Hell, let me know if you want me to talk more about the show as I get deeper into it too on YouTube. Either way, though, had to bring up, I'm sorry, that is my bad. I fucked up. But hey, you know what? Sometimes when I fuck up, it means I get a show later on in life when I'm least expecting it, and this is one of those shows. Let me know your thoughts on Blockade Battlefront down below. Like, comment, subscribe, Patreon for live reactions over there. Until next time, take care, and don't fuck up like I did. Have a good one.